Everyone, welcome back to Coders Project. Today we're going to be tackling the remove element problem on LeetCode, which is also one of the most fundamental problems. If you have ever wondered how to manipulate arrays effectively and master in-place operations, this video is for you. We're going to be covering the problem-solving strategies, and I'm going to explain you the code line by line and ensure that you understand the logic behind every step. So stick around to level up your coding skills. So let's break this problem down. So basically we're given an array of integer nums and a value val. Our task is to remove all the occurrences of the value from our array in place, and our function should return the number of elements remaining in the array after the removal. So in this example over here, given the array input 3, 2, 2, 3 and our value 3, we need to remove all the occurrences of 3, delete this 3 and this 3, and print out the remaining number of elements in our array, which is this 2 and this 2. And in this example, we need to given this array and our value 2, we need to remove all the occurrences of 2. So we have 1, 2 and 3, and we print out the number of elements remaining after deletion, so which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, let's dive into it now. Our strategy involves using the two-pointer technique like our previous video. So this is the optimal solution for in-place operations, where one pointer iterates through the array and another one tracks through the position for the valid elements. So let's dive into it now. So we're taking a list of integers, and then we are going to add a value, and we are going to be returning an integer. So now we need to initialize a pointer to keep track of our valid elements. I'm going to name that as k, and I'm going to set that to 0. Now we're going to be iterating through the array. So for I in range length of our array, which is nums, if our current element is not equal, is not the value to remove, then we need to place it at the position tracked by k. So if our nums of I is not the value which we want to remove, then we have to place the value at the position tracked by k. So our nums of k is going to be our nums of I. And now we need to increment the valid element counter. So we're going to be incrementing our k. And after this is done, we need to return the count for the valid elements. So we just return k. So what we're doing here is we have created a pointer k, which tracks the position where valid elements should be placed. It starts at 0, indicating that this is the beginning of the array. And now for this for loop, what we're doing is we're using a for loop to iterate over the all elements in the using our index I, and we need to ensure every element is checked. And then inside the for loop, we are comparing the current element to val, and if it is not equal, it's considered to be valid. And valid elements are moved to the position tracked by k, and k is incremented to prepare for the next valid element. And finally, we return the number of valid elements, which is also the value of k. An alternate approach uses a while loop and the two-pointer from both ends. However, for this specific problem, a for loop is more intuitive and concise for this problem. The time complexity for this is going to be O of n, where n is the number of elements in our array, and each element is checked once. So it's going to be O of 1 to O of n. So finally, it's going to be O of n. And a space complexity is O of n. This solution, we are not using any extra memory. This makes the solution most efficient, and it's suitable for large inputs within our constraint. All right, let's go ahead and run the code now. Okay, looks like the test cases are passed. Let's run other test cases. All right, that sounds good. And that's how you solve the remove element problem effectively. Remember to use the two-pointer for in-place modifications, handle the edge cases thoroughly, optimize for both time and space complexity. If you do get this problem in an interview, make sure to explain your logic and why you're using the two-pointer approach and what's the time and space complexity. If you found this video helpful, like, subscribe, and share for more coding tutorials. Let me know if you need any specific video. I'll get that posted. Hope you enjoyed it. See you in the next one.